Now, for more on this, we're joined by Hoover Institution senior fellow Victor Davis Hanson. Victor, you and I have been talking about this for years, not months, but many years, going back to the old, anti-Wall Street protests and the Antifa stuff back in the first Trump administration. Where are the Democrats condemning what is happening here, given the language that has been used by them and then repeated by these suspects?
Well, they're not at all. With a wink and a nod, these young people who are committing these atrocious crimes are the useful idiots, or I should say the useful thugs of the progressive democratic project. And so they have deniability of culpability, but by their silence, they think they benefit from that. And what I mean explicitly is Karen Bass goes in a park and tells ICE to get out of her city, and then she and Gavin Newsom blame other people like Donald Trump for the violence that they let spread. And there's no consequences. These people in the university are indoctrinated about all of this liberation roguery and philosophy. But if you go back to 2020, Laura, there were 14,000 people arrested in the George Floyd riots that went on for almost all of them were let go. And that sent a message that if you were on the left and you could pose as a liberation Jacobin, revolutionary, then you were going to be exempt and there would be no consequences for your behavior. And so it spread and spread. We saw this in the 1970s with middle-class kids, Weatherman Underground, SDS, Symbolize Liberation. And you know what the result was? Finally, they said, we don't care if you're middle-class kids. We're going to indict you, we're going to convict you, and we're going to put you in prison for 20, 30 years. And they did. And then we had 12 years of backlash and Republican president, 8 years of Reagan and 4 years of George H. Bush. And that's the script that they're following. People are going to get sick of this, and I think they already are, and you're going to see a conservative reaction and a lot of Democratic hemorrhaging, and you're going to see DAs, federal DAs, really to stop it. The only way they're going to be able to do it is to indict and convict these people. They think it's romantic. Yeah, they think it's romantic. It's neat. It's deadly, and it's vicious, and it's horrible.
This is why, Victor, and we're going to talk to Brooke Rylance coming up, Secretary of Agriculture, but this is why any hint of amnesties or carve-outs for industries or the illegals, to me, that just plays into the hands of what's happening here, because it reads as fear, Victor, even if it's rich people ringing up Trump and complaining that, my housekeeper, whatever they're saying, to the administration to try to plead for some type of amnesty. That's just advancing this narrative. Your reaction quickly to that.
Yeah, well, their narrative basically is it is a moral thing to break the law and let in 12 million people, and it's amoral for brave people to try to enforce the law and restore legality. And that's how they operate. And there's a lot of culpable people in it. And you mentioned the employers. The Mexican government they know what they're doing. We know what Democratic politicians are doing. They find all of this useful, politically useful, and demographically useful. And it's not going to stop until we say no more.
Law and order. People want mass deportations. That's what they've said in every poll. Victor, thank you very much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.